but we're going to give it a shot. So this week, everybody, from Barrel and Beam is the name of the brewery, we are having a Sahti, Michigan sourced ale with rye and juniper boughs. I'm excited. 6.7%. It's on the heavier end for like a farmhouse ale, but it'll be the first time I've ever had one of this style. I'm very, very intrigued. All right, I got to catch up on chat here for a second. We're talking about Woodstock Willie, who's another groundhog. There's a competing groundhog. He did not see his shadow. Okay. Bex, you can take that to the grave. That's that's my opinion wholeheartedly. It's bread with a sausage, cabbage, ketchup, mayo, sometimes spicy sauce. That sounds really good. Depends how people prepare them, but in general, it's nice. Yeah, it does sound like kielbasa. Kielbasa is like Polish sausage. Normally it's got cabbage or it's got like sauerkraut. Well, I guess sauerkraut is cabbage, isn't it? Huh. Yeah. That does sound really yummy though. What a boho style for a beer? Boho style. Yeah, I agree. Huh. Kimchi. I think kimchi on a hot dog would be really good too. Listen, the Koreans do take their corn dogs very seriously, so I'm sure they're popular there too. All right, let's get this cracked open. I don't even have my other camera going right now. Hello? My stream deck just not on? We'll get there. Howdy, Way. How's it going, man? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Sauerkraut is fermented cabbage, so kimchi is just Korean sauerkraut. I've never thought about that before, but that's so real. Oh. We pour our hearts into our passionate pursuit of naturally carbonated farmhouse ales and ciders. That was very carbonated. I'm impressed. I gotta be honest, I'm very happy to watch your stream again. The last time was a long time ago. Yeah, what'd you say, 6 years ago? Is that what you said, 6 or 8 years ago? Because I got back into streaming right at the beginning of COVID, which would have been 6 years ago, just about now. I mean, it wasn't until March, but oh boy, that's bubbly. I did not pour that very well. Look at how carbonated that was. Jimmy the Groundhog in Sun Prairie did not see his shadow either. I'm going to go with him. All right, that's valid. Hi, Mom. Everyone say hi, Mom. Just a matter of the seasonings. Yeah, I actually watched a video of how they make kimchi. And it's kind of gross. Like anything that's fermented is kind of gross to watch. Gia, I really appreciate that comment though. I really hope I'm not just butchering your name, but I do really appreciate the comment. It's so nice to see you again. To have someone come back after so many years is really, really cool. And to be able to remember that, like to say like, oh yeah, you know, I remember back this. And I don't know, it's just so cool, especially to get viewers from different countries. I always think that's just one of the coolest things about being on the internet. All right, let me try and pour this a little better. So they said natural fermentation, which I assume means they use sugars in it when they put it in their cans, which is the way that when I've made beer, that's how I do it. But it's because I only make a gallon at a time. I can't imagine trying to do the balancing right of using natural sugars to ferment versus using like CO2 or carbonate, not ferment. I gotta say, this smells really weird. I don't really know what it smells like. I'm seeing juniper boughs and I'm thinking it's gonna taste like gin. Actually, it does say rye and it does smell like a rye whiskey. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. Yeah, it was great to talk to you also. Welcome back. So nice to see you. Take care, doctor. So fancy, so official. Hey, cheers, everybody. Happy February. Happy Monday. Cheers. Oh, it's so bizarre. Why does the can look like a millennial house flip? It does look like sad beige babies. I will agree. It is like well, it's a farmhouse style ale, so they tried to make it look like a farmhouse house, I guess. A farmhouse house. All right, let's get this other camera going. I guess my stream deck's not going to work today. I did an update recently, and that probably killed everything, huh? Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. Hello? There we go. Check it. Look at that. That's a nice screensaver right there. February 20th. It's my birthday, 26 years. Oh! Yeah, that's amazing. Happy birth month. Also, it's Bex's birth month. Oh my, you guys share the same birthday. And it's Rachel's Wait, Rachel, when's your birthday? Unless I'm streaming Thursday. I'm not. So your birthday. Oh my God, we have so many birthdays in February, guys. We have so many birthdays to celebrate. Holy cow. Holy cow, everyone. Rachel, we might do a shot. We could do a shot for you. The best month. It is, the shortest month has to fit the most celebrations into it. The celebrations per day is always going to be better in February. Also, February is like the perfect month this year. I don't know if you guys have seen the calendar. It's so perfect. It fits so nicely. All right, look at this beer. Let me get a photo of it. I want to drink more. It does remind me so far, now that I clocked the smell, that yes, it does very much remind me of a rye ale I had. I do really like the flavor of rye. I don't know if I could tell you what it actually tastes like. And Waggy's. Yeah, Waggy's birthday's the end of the month. I'll be celebrating your birthday last day at your firm. Yes. Oh my God. Guys, I just got to say, and maybe it's because I'm really excited about this beer. I'm also just really excited about this. Like, I like can't keep up with chat today. I'm loving this. You guys are just being amazing. Just, thank you. All right, let's try this again. Now that I'm thinking about it coherently. Maybe I don't know what juniper boughs taste like. The next perfect February is in 2037. Oh. Then we really got to cherish this one, chat. We really got to cherish it. So I get a lot of the flavor of the rye. I feel like that's the flavor that comes through the most. What I don't know, and maybe it's because I don't know what it tastes like, is this juniper. I really don't know what it's supposed to be. It's kind of fruity. I was expecting it to taste like gin. Or like a pine tree. And it doesn't really taste like either of them. Oh, nice, Libby. Have fun in San Francisco. You're not going there this weekend, are you, Libby? Because the Super Bowl's happening this weekend. Are you confident you don't taste like a pine tree? Yeah, I don't know. I really cannot place this flavor. Again, most of it I'm getting is rye. It is kind of sweet. It is really creamy, like super thick. I have a feeling that's because of how highly carbonated it is. Hey, yeah, thank you for stopping in. Really, it means the world that you came in to say hi. You have made my day that you came back and said hi after all these years. I hope to see you again soon. Have a great night. Take care. It was so nice to see you. Going up the following weekend. Oh, okay. Yes, Bex. Well, Green Day is the opening show. Green Day is the opener. And Bad Bunny is the halftime show. Take care, my friend. We'll see ya. We will see ya. Barley, rye, and juniper. And that's all it really says. I'm so glad somebody said that the can looks like a millennial farmhouse flipped house, because, like, that's definitely what they're going for. Is it the Seahawks in the Super Bowl? Yes, it is, Rachel. Yes, it is. I like how, like, living outside of Seattle. Yes, it is. Seahawks, Patriots. I don't know who I'm rooting for. Probably the Seahawks. I don't need the Patriots to win again. Nice, Libby. All right, I poured here. I'll show the light. I poured the rest of the can. It got a little foggy. It got a little cloudy. There was definitely some particulate in the bottom. I don't think we're quite at a gunk level. We're not quite getting gunk alerts, but we might be a little close. Let's have another. That's fair, Rachel. Yeah, it's really good. I've never had a beer like it, so I don't know what to compare it to. I didn't know what to expect. I really thought it was going to be very gin forward because of the juniper. I think I had that preconceived notion going into it that it was going to taste ginny, and maybe that made me a little nervous. The flavor of the rye really carried it. I don't get too much gin-ish flavor. It's very creamy. I think that's because it's, like, super carbonated, which is really, really nice. It's sweet. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of thick. And it's very unique. It's super unique. I feel like all farmhouse ales kind of have that kind of unique, like, maybe it is that acetate flavor I was saying, that it's supposed to be like banana, like clove and banana, but I think that might be where this brewery is trying to push more in the direction of alternative flavors, I guess. I don't know. White chocolate strawberry moonshine. Oh my god. I mean, that sounds good. I think I would die. I think I'll just do a shot of Malort instead. Nah, I'll find something. My coworkers asked if I wanted to see Noah Khan with them, and I told them I have no idea who. I bet you've heard some of his songs before. You've definitely heard some of his songs before. Oh, all right. What are we feeling? What are we thinking? To be also fair, Narwhal doesn't listen to the radio that much, so it could be that too. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just, like, even trying to think about something similar, like any beer that's similar to him. I'm thinking about Noah Khan now. Um, I don't think this beer is like Noah Khan. I'll just say that. I'll be honest. It is kind of hard not hard to drink. It's not crushable. I made sure that I didn't eat too much for dinner because I knew I had a big can of something. I made sure of that. But I think the flavor, and because it's so carbonated, it's like it's hard to drink quickly, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it makes you savor it. It makes you enjoy the sips. Libby, I love how you take everything that I say and make it your own. All right, let me start writing a review. You can go back. All right, we are drinking Sahti. I'd be very curious to try like Finnish Sahti now. Barrel and beam. Oh, it has a gold star. What's the gold star for? 2025 winner in the category of Farmhouse Ale Sahti. I'm sorry, there probably aren't that many. Let's be real. Uh there really probably aren't that many. Traditionally the beer is flavored with juniper berries in addition to or instead of hops. The mash is filtered through juniper twigs through a trough-shaped tun called a kurna in Finnish. Sahti has a distinct banana flavor. I'm not getting that. Due to the production of isoamyl acetate by the yeast, Sahti is a top-fermented brew, which means it's an ale. And while baking yeast has been used traditionally, ale yeast may also be used in fermenting. But it doesn't tell me how many there are, but average rating on this one is a 3.8. There have been 822 ratings so far. And I have the hard job of figuring out where I want to put it in that. You have a unique personality. I feel like if I got that, I would think it's an insult. Hmm. I chose that. Good for you, Libby. Good for you. This is such a unique beer. The rye flavor pulls through. A sweet, creamy, and bright flavor mixed with. I didn't know what to expect. Pleasantly surprised. Oh, am I gonna have enough characters? Anything like it. Nope. I don't have enough characters. That's okay. I can remove a period in here somewhere. All right. Also, it's pretty strong, and I'm already feeling it. I've only had like a quarter of it. Maybe it's I didn't have a big dinner, but all right. What do I want to rate this? This is so hard. I normally when I rate a beer, I like try and compare it to things I've had in the past, and the only thing I can compare this to is like rye beers that I've had. And I just don't know. It's not the same though. It does not compare to like a rye wheat beer. I've had a honey rye before. It doesn't compare to that. If someone just handed this to me, here, I'm going to close my eyes. Walk with me for a second, Chet. Just go on a journey. I'm going to close my eyes for a second. If I was, where would I be? If I was at a brewery hanging out with friends and somebody was like, "Hey, Matt, I ordered this." And I would be like, "Ooh, I saw that and I was curious about what it was. I'm trying to find it now with my eyes closed." And they said, "You should try it." And I went, "Okay, I will try it." And I get a sniff and I go, "Oh, it kind of smells sweet." And I give it a sip. And then I would say every beer needs 2 sips, so I'd take a second sip. I'm going to open my eyes just so I don't spill this on the coast. And then they go, "What do you think?" And I just go, "Huh, it's weird. It's a beer." And they said on a scale of 0 to 5, using quarter increments, what would you rate this beer? I don't know. Okay, I got my number. Trust the process, chat. I've been doing this for a while. Trust the process. Here's what I have to say, everybody, about Sahti from Barrel and Beam. This is such a unique beer. The rye flavor really pulls through and leaves a sweet, creamy, and bright flavor mixed with the juniper. I didn't know what to expect. I was anticipating gin, but am pleasantly surprised. Super bubbly. I've never had anything like it. Yeah, everything I said about that's true, but I never really said how much I truly liked it or not. I think it's fine. I don't think it's like insanely amazing. I need to seek out this style of beer and have every single one ever made. I don't think it's for me. It's just odd, and it's hard to drink. Like, it's taken me a lot of time. So I'm gonna give this a 3 and 3.5. I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5. And I said the flavor profile was juniper floral, soft and bubbly. Let's get it checked in. Now, I had a few brews myself over the weekend. That was beer number 655. 655. Ooh, sounds good, Rachel. I'm very intrigued. Yeah, you know, it's one of those, the style has evaded me all these years. Now that I've tried it, I'm very glad I tried it. Really, really happy I tried it. Would I seek it out again? Would I? Yeah, probably. I think I would, just because I feel like it's a very rare style. If I saw a brewery had it, I think I would want to try it, just because I'm a curious guy. Is it my favorite? No. I think farmhouse ales in general are always just kind of, they're strong in an odd way. They have a very strong flavor that I'm just not, I don't know. When I'm going to have like a light flavored beer like that, I want it to be light. Different tangent for a different time. It was a very neat experience. I'm happy to have been able to try it. I'm happy you guys have joined me for it. Tune in next week for another new one. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm sure it'll be a beer. We'll see next week if it's good or not. Cheers, everybody.